Hey guys, welcome back. We're here with another teardown video. But before we start, if you could do me a favor and give me a like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. Okay, today we have this Penens 1260 Ratchet. That's what it looks like. It's a regular round head ratchet, much like an SK, but with a few interesting differences. Okay, let's take a look inside. It has a snap ring, similar to an SK. You can see it in here. It's very hard to get a needle nose to grip this because it's so close against the wall here. But let's try. If not, I'll cut away and I'll come back when I'm able to do it. But let's see if I have some luck. Oh, yep. Luck was on my side. Here's a retention ring. Just like an SK. You just push out the mechanism. Here's the mechanism. It has a pawl. The pawl, unfortunately, this pawl only has 2 teeth. They're pretty big teeth though. And it has an interesting mechanism inside there. A little bit different than an SK. Okay. What I do is see that plunger in there? There's the other side. See the plunger? Okay. What I do is I press it down. Press it all the way down. Try to get, slip back up. Press it all the way down. Let's try it again. At the same time, I try to put a nail, try to slip my nail underneath there. Okay, little by little, just press it out. Okay, that plunger, it rides in the switch cap with a spring, and there's a hole on each side, so they might shoot out somewhere. I'm gonna try to peel it out carefully so I can catch it if it does. All right. Here's the little plunger. The plunger has a lip, so it has to come out. The switch has a small hole and a bigger hole. You stick the small side of the pin so it comes out the small hole, and the spring is behind it. And you take it out from the bottom. This is what it looks like. This is what this switch looks like. It's a cast piece. It has the Penens 1260 on it. It looks like a bottle cap. This is one of the problems with this design. If your hands are wet, greasy, or whatever, you are going to have a hard time switching this ratchet back and forth, because you are going to slip on these little ridges. It's not enough to get a good purchase on to make the switch. Interesting, but kind of not too effective. Here's the rest of the mechanism, and surprisingly, that plunger is not what makes it go back and forth. There is another ball bearing in there. You can see it underneath the paw. That makes it click back and forth. To take this paw post out, I might need a little help. Get this magnet to take it out. That's the post, just a regular post. Okay, here's the paw. And the paw lifts up, and underneath the paw, you see the ball bearing. Underneath that ball bearing, it's a little spring. That's what the spring looks like. Okay, here's the mechanism housing. Looks pretty common. Looks like any round head SK single paw. Except it has a hole on this side also for the post. I guess that's like a lubrication hole. And there's the hole for the spring and the ball bearing. There's the ball detent. Feels pretty tight. Yeah, that's a tight detent. All in all, this seems machined pretty well. Not too bad. Looks decent quality. Okay, to put this back together, you take the spring for the ball bearing. You put it back in the hole. You take your ball bearing, you put it on top of the spring. You take your paw. Oh, we didn't look at the paw too much, did we? This is what the paw looks like. 2 teeth, like I said. Kind of machined pretty funky. Has a cutout here, and this is where the ball bearing rides, and in the switching action, it rides on this ledge. So you would put it in with this hill part, this raised part on top of the ball bearing. And you squeeze a little bit there, squeeze the ball bearing down, and you try to get your post in. Okay, there it is. To make sure you got it right, you switch it back and forth. Yep, that was correct. Now you take your little switch plunger and you stick it in the big hole of the switch. Make sure the little plunger comes out the hole like that. Now you put the switch, I put it at an angle where the spring is kind of inside. See, at the corner of the edge there, you see the spring in there. It's being held there. And then I take the plunger, this plunger side, and I squeeze that in. And then I squeeze it all in. Okay. I should be switching back and forth. Now, oh, this is what it looks like inside the housing. 34 teeth. Looks like everything's cut pretty well. See the groove? Groove there for the retention ring. It's not bored all the way through. There's still a little area over here. On the switch side. But all in all, it's pretty clean. You take your mechanism, you squeeze the pawl a little bit so you can get it in there most of the way. Then you put your ring, retention ring, on the groove, and hopefully this will work. This won't take me too long. Okay. Had luck. See, it's hard to switch because there's not enough to grab here. I can do it, but it's still like wonky. Well, there it is. There's the total teardown of the Penens 1260. Until next time, take care.